We're talking with Will Noonan. He's going to be at Samuel Slater's restaurant in Webster on Thursday night with Dan Crone and Chris Tabb. Great comedy show there. Will, how you doing?
Good, Mike. How are you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm doing great. I just need to ask you some questions because, you know, when the folks at Samuel Slater's book a comedy show, they usually send us bios to let us know who's playing. And I was just going through your bio here, and it said you were a sometime fill-in radio host for WAAF in Boston.
That's right.
And, you know, I worked there for 20-something years. I just want to make sure, was this pre-Christian radio buyout, or are you spreading the joy of Jesus right now for the current?
They kept me on, Mike. I used to be the Mike Hsu is on, you know, we don't know where he is. He's been on a bender for 4 days. Okay. No one knows where he is.
Okay, that's LB, all right? That wasn't me.
They'd be like, Noonan, can you come in and clean up this mess for us? I'd be like, okay.
Oh, great.
And now I'm here. Yeah, I'm part of the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John show.
Nice.
I'm trying to get my name in the title, but
nice.
It's a good time.
Yeah. You trying to become a partner?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my name on the sign, but, you know, they said in a few years. I'm working for exposure right now. It's going pretty good.
That's pretty
Absolutely.
awesome. That's awesome. It also brings up the whole Honda thing, and it says sometimes known as the Honda guy. So if you don't know Will from his stand-up comedy, you may have seen him or heard him in Honda commercials. So I want to ask you a serious question about this.
Absolutely.
Moving forward into history or into the future and looking back on your history, would you rather be known as the Honda guy, or would you rather be known as the time to make the donuts guy? Which gig is sweeter there? I mean, I know you're dealing with cars. That's pretty awesome. But he's dealing with donuts, you know.
I have to say I'd go with Honda.
Yeah?
Tough call. You know, both of them are better than the guy who peed his pants in second grade, which I was for a long time. So I'm happy to just have that behind me.
Yeah, that's good.
But I enjoyed working with the cars. You know, I do love donuts, though, and that is something I like to say, you know, right before I make love to the wife, I like to whisper, time to make the donuts, and just sort of get started. I don't know if that's too much for the radio early, but
no, that's fine. Does she ask you for a large hazelnut extra with 2 pumps?
Exactly. While hitting me over the head with the remote, saying, "Why doesn't this thing work?"
Well, I've noticed on your Twitter, is that Mustang really happening? Like that Mustang you have? Are you really refurbishing this amazingly beautiful car?
I am. As soon as we end this call, I'm going over to work on it today.
Wow.
Yes,
it's beautiful.
Sir. I'm so happy to have a project car that I'm working on, this beautiful 95 Stang, and it's all ready to go. I'm actually doing the registration, and you know that's the real fun part, Mike, like going to the DMV, hanging out for hours, dealing with insurance.
Yeah.
That's the fun part. They don't show that part on, like, the Discovery shows about cars. They never show the part of American Shoppers where they spend 5 hours at the DMV.
Right. I mean, that's the only reason why you do it, not to be out on the open road in a car with an engine that's bigger than, you know, Skylab. It's the DMV line where you get to meet really colorful people, you know?
Exactly. So I've been taking it on little test drives around. You know, 'cause it doesn't have plates on it. So I'll just take it around the block, you know, to try and, you know, see if something's working or something's not working.
Yeah.
And I've already experienced, I've never really had, like, a loud car before. And I've started to experience this thing where you could almost be standing still and people will walk by, Karen-type people will walk by and be like, slow down! Slow down in that thing! You know what I mean?
Well, how big's the engine in it?
Oh, it's a V6 automatic. So the real car guys out there will know that's pretty badass. Yeah. That's what you want.
That's pretty nice. There's no way you can slow down with a V6 going in there, right?
Exactly. But it's funny. I was like, "What are you yelling at me for? I'm going below the limit." But you know, you want to be like a rebel. You just got to deal with the problems rebels got to deal with.
I hear you. So since you're a rebel, I'm assuming you're wearing sunglasses and driving gloves while you're driving this.
Oh, yes, and head-to-toe Ford Mustang clothing, you know?
Right, yeah, right. You're wearing the full-on, like, NASCAR suit kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a leather jumpsuit that has has a big Mustang on it, and it says Noonan. It gets sponsors. They're not official yet, but I think once they see me in the car, they'll want to become real sponsors. You know.
Well, it is a beautiful car. What is your Twitter handle?
It's at Will Noonan. Very easy.
Okay.
Just my name, Will Noonan.
I encourage everyone, if you love cars, to go check out this beautiful machine. It is really it doesn't scream small penis at all.
No,
this is a legit
car. It's not
car.
a midlife crisis thing at all. It's nothing like that. It's just a red convertible with a black racing stripe. I mean, I don't know.
I know, right?
You know, it's very sensible. It doesn't attract police attention.
Especially with gas prices now, it's a practical move.
It's very practical. It's what you want. You know, I can actually, if I drive it, 5 feet, I can watch that gas gauge just go down. So that's another fun part. You know, you get to actually see yourself lose money in real time. So
you're not going to be like Cameron's dad in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, are you? You're not going to have like a whole separate, structure for it and polish it with a diaper.
In that way, I won't be like his dad, but in the way of being a detached and absent father, I probably will be a lot like him. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome! And then I was watching and listening, but more watching some of your podcast, and you were talking about trucks and like Ram guys as opposed to F-150 guys.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna peeve people off with this one, but yeah, I got strong opinions on Ram guys.
Yeah, what's the deal? Why you all over the Ram guys?
Well, it's a great car. It's not about the Ram itself. It's about the fact that I've been a comedian for 15 years. I'm on the road all the time, and I've noticed not just Dodge Rams. I've noticed all different types of cars that are like repeat offenders and having terrible drivers. And I've noticed Dodge Ram drivers. Dodge Ram seems to be the car of. I call it the minivan for dudes. It's like you get it. You drive it real slow. You take big wide turns. You stop traffic. They just think they're like driving a dump truck or something like that. And it also has more DUIs than any other type of car in the country by double.
What?
Double the numbers.
Dodge Rams? Really?
Yeah. So my instincts weren't incorrect. There's a lot of goofballs out there driving Dodge Rams. I see it on the highways. There are a lot of good Dodge Ram drivers. Not saying they're all bad. But
wow,
drivers, yeah.
That's a crazy stat. I mean, I guess those would be the true rebels, not the dudes who are refurbishing Mustangs and driving around the block without plates.
And my theory on that is the Dodge Ram driver is the daytime landscaper, daytime, the contractor doing his own thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then you hit that bar early. Mm-hmm. Like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, maybe 11 in the morning. Then you get that early daytime DUI. It's like, come on, man.
Right.
Well, come on, man. You got to do it at night when no one's looking.
Yeah, right. When it's harder to see. Right. You know what? I knew construction guys who would start their day by stopping at the Packy and buying a 30 rack.
Yeah.
Those are, and I'm thinking, okay, so you're going to go operate heavy machinery right now.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was a bartender back in New York City, these construction workers, they would be my first customers when I'm unlocking the door. And I'd be like, oh, cool. You guys are the ones driving the cranes that's dangling over our heads all day long. Psyched about this.
That's right. You're handling a nail gun. That's awesome. Yeah. Have one on the house. Right.
But they're having fun. That's the most important thing. You got to have fun at work. So.
Right. Absolutely. And you can see Will Noonan have fun at work on Thursday night, Samuel Slater's restaurant. And so you're touring and comedy, but are you still doing a lot of, television work and stuff like that?
A little bit. Yeah. I got a movie that I was in called Salesman, which is on Amazon Prime. So that's kind of the big thing that we just kind of finished up sort of promoting that and getting that out and everything. But lately I've been lucky enough to just sort of been focused on comedy. I love stand-up comedy. I'm probably going to try and put out a new album or a special soon. So I've just been working on that a lot. So it's been great.
Is the Amazon movie available now?
Oh, yes. That is available now. Salesman. And a lot of great Massachusetts people in there. If you've been to a comedy show in Massachusetts in the past 5 years, you'll probably recognize people in the cast. Nice. Really cool movie that we made during COVID. So we made it during like lockdown periods and other times where like there's nothing else going on, so we could get everyone to the set.
Right.
So it was
right.
pretty cool.
That's awesome. All right. It's called Salesman. It's on Amazon Prime right now, and I'm definitely going to check that out. Will Noonan, thank you for taking the time. Thank you for taking time away from your Mustang to speak to me about your comedy show. Coming
it's a
up.
real sacrifice to leave a car that was left for years. It's like leaving a rescue dog, you know. Every time you leave the house, it looks at you like, are you ever coming back? And you're like, don't you worry, little Mustang. I'll be back tomorrow.
Nice. Nice. All right, man. Well, I hope to see that you and the Mustang Thursday at Samuel Slater's. And then maybe
Thanks,
after the show, we can go and, obviously with a car like that, you got to do donuts in a parking lot somewhere.
Oh, yeah. We're going to go do some joyriding. I keep a baseball bat for mailbox smashing. You know what I mean? We'll have a good time.
Awesome. All right. Will